that we've got our unbreakable rose gold pickaxe and our unbreakable hematite comma, I have now been starting to do some work in here. By the way, this thing's up to 63, so that's pretty cool. So we've got, you know, the base coming along here, and I've, you know, once again tried to redirect the flow of that a little bit so it looks a little better. I do intend to wrap it around as well. The kitchen still needs a little bit of work too, but that's neither here nor there. This is my blazing blood, because I don't like to keep it in here all the time, because I use that for other things too. But today we are going to start working on some automation, because now that I have a silk touch pickaxe, I have done a redstone by throwing it all into the crusher. Like I said, my hopes, my goals, my dreams is to basically have this all automated where I am up top, like on a second floor. I can drop the items in. It's like a specific thing. They'll go down into their proper thing and get done. And this is going to go for furnaces too. I was trying to find lights. And I keep typing in lights, but I keep, doing it wrong. So encased fans. Um, Turns out they have more than just, the ability to blow. They pass through lava and it becomes a heated fan. When you put heated stuff in the area, or stuff that can be cooked, it will cook them. Food items thrown here would be incinerated. Instead, a smoker should be used. You can also switch it to water, which washes things. That feels kind of useless to wash water or wash the gold like that and have it, get exploded. But this is the idea here. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking for. And this is for generation power. So we can set up a belt, much like we have here, with a fire fan. And so in my backpack here, I have a bunch of limestone from 2 different mods. Gabbro, diorite. Diorite, I found out by using this bulk blasting, can turn it dolomite. Dolomite is, dear to my heart because I live near a dolomite mine. You can also grind it up into lime sand, which I think can be turned into the limestone that I have in my backpack already. But that can be washed into weathered limestone. So if we hit this, we can look at bulk washing. It gets us concrete. That's pretty cool. So that's actually... So by turning the things into the crushed ores, we can then get even more out of them. I see. So it actually is better to try to duplicate the ores this way. Gravel can become flint or iron, or maybe both. A blackboard can become a blackboard. Sand becomes clay. Concrete. Oh, ice becomes packed ice. We might be able to do stuff with packed ice. You never know. Crushed aluminum becomes aluminum. Is there anything else that is like of interest? Oh, you can wash the dye out of wool. That's cool. Soul sand has a chance to become nether quartz. That's kind of interesting. Wheat flour into dough. It's not super helpful. Oh, but magma blocks into obsidian is super helpful. There's another one in here too that I was like, that could be something. Oh, packed ice. What can we do with packed ice? Turn it into food. These are all food. Oh, blast chiller. Or blue ice. Blue ice has the same things. All food. Or water. Frost water. Alright, so that's not helpful. But, if we come out here, we do also have this. I set up another spinner thing there for this. So for this, what this is it's our mechanical piston thing here that I'm going to try to set up a mechanical harvester. Need those. So the other thing that we need for this mechanical harvester, we're going to need a gear shift or a clutch. Is that a clutch or a gear shift? Clutches are the stop ones. Yeah, so gear shift. Right, is power and then it turns the other way. Yes, yes. I have exactly one andesite casing in my inventory. I think I have some more built. I do. So we now have the gear shift. And the other thing I meant to look up that I did not look up was how to make a I also did not get any iron. Ready for this? How to make a T flip-flop. Because my cool idea is to basically have this thing push. I'm also not even sure if it'll work the way I want it to. So we need this. Piston's gonna have to go. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Piston can't go like that. Put the piston here. Doing this. Put the gearbox here. And then I should have a lever already inside one of these things. Yeah, there we go. Now I think the next thing we want to build is a gearbox. Because I am too lazy to figure out how to otherwise turn that around. Surely I have cobblestone in a chest somewhere. There it is. We got redstone contact. So the basics here to start. Gearbox. Piston is missing the poles. Alright. So right now it is in like retraction mode, right? Stop. Don't place them down. I think I need one more of these. Oh, I could have just stood here and do it. Alright. Quick nap. And then we will test this out. Sleepy kitty. Alright. So now, to be fair, I am trying this on potatoes, so that's not super helpful. And then it destroyed all of them. What? I guess this isn't going to work the way I want it to. But movement mode. So now if we hit the lever, it'll retract it. So this is not going to work. It's gonna, we'd have to have, like the other one, right? Like it pushes fine, but then the problem is we would need to start retracting it before it reached the full length. And even then, this wasn't even where we wanted to really try it on. So let's grab everything. And then just as a quick test, no. Stupid things. How did you... Why? Face this way. And so now if we put this on this one, just not gonna put the... Just as a quick test, because I want to see if it'll just destroy the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, or if it will actually... No, so it will work with Pam's Harvest Craft. Alright, we need to get the root bar back out. Alright, pick it all back up again. So, next test is, give me this back. If I just use a button, the button will not work, right? Yeah, when the button turns off, it turns off the whole thing. So we need to make a T flip-flop, which I did not. Oh, I also built a little stable thing over there. But we need to build a T flip-flop. And so when it fully extends, it needs to retract. And then when I activate it, it will have to put the T flip-flop back to its original state. T flip flippers. That's the only thing that comes up with flee or flip. Ah, I should by this point know how to make a T flip flop, but I do not. I do not know how to make a T flip flop. That was not something that I meant to look it up, of course. Does not help to mean to do something if you don't do it. But anyway, to just fill out the last part of the episode, we do still want to make, even if it won't work, create like this. Even if it won't work for that, we do still want to make one of these. So we'll need 4 more iron. Those guys come over here and they stomp on all of my crops. It is the most infuriating thing. Can I, like... Oh, you can. I don't, particularly love it, but it does definitely, you know, make it a little less gross to look at. You can't add them to, yeah, I think so. Alright, so there's those. I suppose we, probably, not this. This. Suppose we probably should have made more than one. So this thing has a low stress impact, which is good. And so again, we're going to want to have probably a different thing, because this is like almost maxed out on its abilities to do stuff. Another thing that we could do, because it'll save on a ton of problems over here, is build a, was it a chain drive, or was it adjustable gear shift? Oh, this one you can change each thing independently. Oh no. Ah, so it is this, but no, not this. What was it called? Gear shift. But this is the gear shift, the reverse one. What's the one that, like, zoops it faster? I mean, this will work for that. There was another one. Not clutch. Not chain drive. What was that thing called? Is it over here? I don't think it was. I'm blinking. There was a thing that we saw that, like, turned a small power source into a much larger one. Secondary linear chassis. Clockwork bearing. What is this? Oh, that's kind of neat. Mechanical bearings. What do these do? I don't see why that's different than the windmill bearing. We could make one of these things too. These carriages. It's not the shafts. This is just, yeah, telling you can do that. It wasn't a gearbox. This is the one that stops momentum. It goes up, and then you flick it on, and it stops. Yeah. This one that we just built, where when you flick it on, it changes direction. It's not chain drive. I just looked at this, right? I don't understand what the... Unpowered chain drives, yeah. Adjustable gear shift. This is telling me the exact same thing. Unpowered gear shifts. This is saying if you give the power here, it'll power up the next two boxes. So that's the difference between encased chain drive and adjustable chain gear shift. Turntable, hand crank. What in the world was that thing called? Shadow casing. Whoops. Hit R. Can make shadow casing. What does shadow casing do? Nothing. Is it sequenced gear shift? I think it was no. Mechanic, no. Definitely not mechanic. This one right here. Rotational speed counter. Controller. Precision mechanism. Oh, a sequenced assembler. Look at this. We'd have to build a bunch of these deployers. So we can't actually build this right now, because in order to make this, we need a sequenced assembler. So this turns random salvage chance. So we need cog wheels, large cog wheels, and iron nuggets. Repeat sequence 5 times. This is telling us that if we repeat the sequence 3 times, there is an 84% chance to get a large cogwheel. I can just craft that myself. Like, hold on. Look at. If I just throw this into an automated crafter, 9x9 automated crafter. Kabam, get it done. Bingo bongo, we win. But that's be for another time. So I'm gonna have to clear out more of this space. I'm gonna figure out something for this. I'm just trying to figure out what that something is. Like, I honestly, alright, real quick. It's 22 minutes. I do this every time. But this is gonna be a real quick one. Pick up this. Okay, chuck it into the river. Thank you. Oh, because I don't have any space in my inventory. So I carry a backpack. Alright. Real quick. The cat is sleeping on my head. In true cat fashion. I don't think it dropped anything for us today. I don't think I have any sticky glue though. That's not how you spell sticky. Or is it super glue? Just type in glue. Super glue, yeah. Slime balls, iron, and some stuff. Make 2, just in case. Surely I have a million slime balls. But so another thing to point out here is that means that we could use the blaze burner. Not even the blaze burner. We don't need the blaze burner for it. We could use the hello? Missing some items. Oh, I see. They're 2 separate things. I was like, I thought I made 2. But we could make the mixer produce us andesite alloys, which we could then throw through an assembly line to do that. That'll be for another time. I don't think this casing is what I want it to be. I think we want the chassis. Yes, we want some chassis. Chassis. We need some plain old logs. I don't think we have any. Once again, doing things the hard way. My gosh. Now I've got some up here. Alright, so. Linear chassis. Once again. Inventory is full. Alright. So, new strategy. Go up a block. Slap on this gear shift. Do this. So I can put that there. Give me my axe. And so now, if I put, not the andesite case, if I put the chassis here, and then I am going to have to get underneath it to do this next part. Actually, I don't think I even needed the super glue. Okay, I did need the super glue. Or this just can't go here. Dang it. I had a brilliant plan, and of course it fails. So I was gonna say if we just push, I guess we'd have to push it one extra block. Oh, this might still work. So basically, what I'm thinking is, we'll have to push it out into here, which means that the pathway is going to get blocked. But then it will retract. Whatever. 30-minute episode of me talking again and not actually accomplishing anything, so have fun with that. As usual, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.